Let the vengeance begin!
Howdy, howdy, Sudevil here, and welcome back to our subscriber AI tournament where we had people submit teams and factions, and we're just letting the AIs go at it, and we're going to see who wins. Now, we are into round 2, the semifinals, and we have 4 teams that have made it, 2 Greenskins, a Dwarf, and the Lizardmen. So, why don't we go get started? I am going to change the maps for this round, and we will go after the first match with the Greenskins Black Irons Battlers. And if you haven't gone to Black Irons' channel, definitely get over to his channel. It's great fun, and his team, the Black Irons Battlers, Greenskins, will be going up against Lavras Angrand, my beloved Dowie. And away we go. For the Dowie army, we do have 4 units of miners in this front line. We have the Norgelming's Ironbreakers right here and they're under artillery fire right away. We have 2 units of Longbeards with great weapons and 3 regular Longbeards with 1 chevron each. We do have 2 units of Bugman's Rangers in the back, and we have a unit of Iron Drakes with the Flamethrowers in the front. The leadership does have Belagar Ironhammer with the Mighty Oathstone for the 27 melee defense. We do have King Lun Ironhammer, an ethereal unit, and he is stripped down, doesn't have anything. He does have 75% physical resistance, and he does cause fear and terror. And we do have Throny Ironbrow, who does have the Hammer of Karak draws for the minus 44 melee attack. And he also has the Rune of Wrath and Ruin, and the Master Rune of Groth, One Eye for the plus 8 leadership. Now, for this army, we do have Morgrim's Mangy Marauders for armor-piercing missile damage. We do have the Rusty Arrows, which armor sundering, have 1 unit of Orc Boarboy Big Guns, 3 units of Black Orcs for the heavy hitters. Do have 2 units of Orc Boys and 1 of the 8-Peak Loonies here, and I think 1 unit of Orc Big Guns. And for the leadership, we do have Grimgor Ironhide and the Night Goblin Shaman that has Gorkle Fix-It, and I think, what is the other one? Sneaky Stabbin' in Itchy Nuisance. And he does have a big boss on a spider. So lines get going right away, and he does hit that wall to get things going. These Black Orcs are definitely going to beat these miners up. Same with the Orc Boys, are going to do very well against the miners. These Warlords Boys are getting into the back. They're going to cause some problems with these Bugman's Rangers for sure. These Orc Big Guns are coming in. They don't have a really good target, obviously, with this army. They just got to get going. And it looks like the Flamethrower is doing some work. It looks like they are engaged right now. So the Goblin Big Boss is fighting Belagar Ironhammer. Where is Grimgor? Grimgor is beating up on King Lun. Well, it looks like King Lun is kind of beating up on Grimgor. And we do have some Longbeards here helping. We do have the Orc Boarboy Big Guns coming in for a charge, and this Night Goblin Shaman is getting set up. So this is really going to hurt the Dowie, having these Warlords Boys fighting the Bugman's Rangers in the back. We do have Throny in here and Belagar Ironhammer coming in to try and deal with that. This unit of Bugman's Rangers is on task, and it looks like their Flamethrowers is working again, getting some damage into these Black Orcs on this side. And the Black Orcs are going to do really well against the miners, and the Norgelming's Ironbreakers are going to hold their own, and these Longbeards with great weapons are going to do fine against these 8-Peak Loonies. But here we go. Finally, the Bugman's Rangers are getting out. It looks like all 3 Dowie units are going to be shooting now, and they're doing a ton of damage to these Orc Boys for sure with the Iron Drakes. But this side of the line is starting to collapse. Just have 2 units of miners, and that is really bad for the Dowie, because there's a unit of Black Orcs over here, a unit of Big Guns, the Mangy Marauders, Night Goblin Shaman, and a unit of Orc Boys. So they are going to come in hard, and they're going to be coming on these Longbeards and King Lun. King Lun is doing very good against Grimgor. He's definitely giving them the business, and he does cause fear and terror, so that is possible that he might get a fear and terror out. The 8-Peak Loonies are throwing some... Well, they actually hit the Iron Drakes. It's really impressive. These miners are coming on back. It looks like the Orc Boarboy Big Guns are going to look for a better place to charge. And now these Longbeards are starting to go, oh no, and here comes the second wall. This is definitely going to hurt the Dowie, and it looks like... Yeah, it looks like Grimgor now has 96 melee attack. He's going to be able to hit King Lun every time. The Iron Drakes are putting some fire into Grimgor. It's probably not the best target. But it looks like now the Goblin Big Boss has got into the Bugman's Rangers, and it looks like these Orc Boar Boys are going to get around. Very nice little flank. If they can get into these Bugman's Rangers, is going to be good. And yeah, this is not going to be good. They are not set for that charge, and they're going to take a lot of damage from these Orc Boar Boy Big Guns. And it looks like the Goblin Rocklobber is still shooting. These Mangy Marauders are still online. The Miners are coming back, but now we're starting to see some key units starting to rout. That is Longbeard's here. King Lun is starting to get beat down. You know, he's put a hurting on Grimgor, and we do have some shots coming in from these Iron Drakes, but that does not look like it's going to be enough. These lines look very, very thin to me right now. And Belagar's back here trying to fight these Orc Boys along with Throny. And the Bugman's Rangers are doing well to defend, and these other Bugman's Rangers are shooting into this big pile. But, you know, they've got to get more damage in here. Flamethrowers are shooting in. They're going to get a ton of damage into there because we have Orc Big Guns. Do you have that Night Goblin Shaman? Looks like Grimgor is coming here to fight Belagar one-on-one right into the middle. So Belagar is going to have to turn around and face up against Grimgor. Now Belagar should do fine in that fight, but the rest of the Dowie is looking like they're starting to rout. You can see these units and key units. Longbeards are starting to rout. That is actually really bad for the Dowie. These Bugman Rangers are still fighting this Goblin Big Boss. It looks like they are going to win that fight though. Yep, looks like they're going to win that fight against the Goblin Big Boss. These guys are now getting inundated with the Orc Boys. Now this is the problem with once these Dowie units start to get out, these other Warlords Boys and other Orc units can get into the back, and there's nothing left to defend. So this is not looking for good for the Dowie, although they're still fighting. So you can see these Iron Drakes are now getting beat up by these Orc Big Guns. It looks like King Lun is going to get beat down by the Black Orcs and these Big Guns. The Mangy Marauders are going to help these Norgelming's Iron Breakers break. Looks like Belagar Ironhammer is getting beat down by Grimgor. They are very close. 210 health left on Grimgor. Belagar has 628, and they get another Wa, and that has got to be it. That's for sure got to be it. That's the third Wa in this game, and Grimgor, yeah, he's got some melee attack, and he's definitely beating down this Throny. 210 hit points left. He still hasn't been hit back by Throny. And this Waz definitely looks like it's going to finish everything off. Yeah, everyone is going. It looks like Throny's going to keep on fighting because he is unbreakable. But all the other Dow, I wonder if he's going to actually hit Grimgor. He hasn't hit him yet. 210 hit points he has left, Grimgor. 26 melee attack and 38. I wonder why he has such low melee attack. Oh, he has a Hammer of Carrick draws on him for minus 44 melee attack. I didn't even notice that. So he only has 26 melee attack against Throny's 40 and 38. He should be getting hit, but he still has 210 hit points. They're beating down Throny. The Dwarfs have lost. They just have this one unit here that is unbreakable, so we will fast forward that until the end. Pretty convincing victory for the Greenskins in this first fight. Yeah, those Black Orcs did a ton of work. 108, 83, 87 kills. Very, very strong. Grimgor got 17. The Night Goblin Shaman 0. Goblin Big Boss 27. So these Orc Boys got 21 and 17. The Warlords Boys got 18. Date Peak Loonies got 70. Very, very good. And these Big Guns actually did quite good. 53 and 54. Very strong in this matchup, it appears to be. And 34 for the Rusty Airs. 20 for the Orc Boar Boy Big Guns. And 39 for the Mangy Marauders. 56 for that Goblin Rocklobber. Very, very good. Now, Belagar, 52. King Lun, 11. Throny, 64, very solid. 10, 1, 5, 7 for the Miners, 34, 2, 20 for the Longbeards, and 40 and 41 for Longbeards' Great Weapons. Only 49 for the Norgelming's Ironbreakers. 49 for the Iron Drakes, not too bad. 36 for the Bugman's Rangers, 38. And here we go in game number 2, and this map is definitely much smaller. We have a hill in between, so the artillery is meant to be less of a factor on this map, and it looks like it will be. So we've got the armies going to engage, and again, the only thing I change between battles is changing who is the attacker and who is got the change to the AI, and that will be the Dowie in this scene. We got Longbeards getting hit. We do have Itchy Nuisance. No, Gork will fix it. Minus 18% charge bonus, minus 24% speed, minus 18% vigor. And I don't know how useful that is. Well, it looks like it's making them tired. They're winded already, so maybe it's pretty good. Yeah, Miners are going to take a little bit of heat. It looks like these Bugman's Rangers are going to kind of get to the outside. Are these guys going to this side? Yes, they are. And now we have the Rusty Arrows shooting. So looks like the Greenskins are happy to take a charge in this case. They have these Black Orcs in the back. Night Goblins way out here, which is a long ways out. Yeah, here's a Rock Lobber. Now they're going to head forward. And we've got, yeah, that's, oh, good blasting charges. Very, very nice onto the Rusty Airs. And we do have that flamethrower going into the Rusty Airs too, it looks like. It looks like they're shooting, oh, there we go. Here's some more Iron Drake goodness, and it looks like the Dowie Iron Drakes are probably going to spend most of the battle online this time. The Bugman's Rangers are shooting on this side. These guys have open lines on this side as well. Well, I don't know if they're going to stay away from these Morgan's Major Marauders and these Night Goblins, but that's probably not the best. They're going to get some shots in there early, but fighting these Night Goblins is not going to be great. We do have in here, Kinglon is fighting against Grimgor. We know that went really well last time. We also have Belagar fighting against Grimgor. Very, very good. We have these Iron Drakes in the back and Throny in the back protecting the Iron Drakes. The Iron Drakes, if they can just shoot at will, they're going to put in a ton of damage to any of these low armored troops. We'll let the Bugman's Rangers go. Like this center pocket is got the Mighty O Stone going. They got a lot of high defense. You know, it's not good that these Bugman's Rangers are fighting. These Longbeards are great weapons, have already been routed. Holy, that was very, very early. Very early. So we'll see how long these guys can last. Yeah, these looks like they're hitting some trees, these Iron Drakes, but these could make the difference. We've seen them do very, very well against the Beastmen. It looks like they can't find a line of fire, so they're moving forward a little bit. And now these Bugman's Rangers are being inundated by the Orc Boys. That is very bad for the Dowie. These guys, the Iron Drakes, are shooting again. Very, very good onto these low armored troops. These guys are still fighting. Yeah, this is very bad for the Dowie. Now these Bugman's Rangers mucked up by Night Goblins. And it looks like the Mangy Marauders are shooting into the side here. The Longbeards with great weapons. They have armor piercing. Very, very good. This Goblin Rock Lobber looks like it's having a hard time finding a target. And now Throny, there's Throny. There's Throny is in there fighting. We have the Goblin Big Boss, and where is Grimgor? He's getting 2v1. He's still really high health. We have King Lun is getting beat down. Maybe it's the Rusty Airs, I don't know. King Lun is getting beat down, and so is Belagar. Belagar's got way less than half health. We got Orc Big Guns over here, Night Goblin Shaman, and Grimgor. We got the Wah going again. This is looking very bad for the Dowie. Very little missile support. It looks like these Longbeards are coming in to screen so the Bugman's Rangers can get away from these Night Goblins, but over here, yeah, the Iron Drakes are in melee combat. These Bugman's Rangers are still in melee combat. Is going very poorly, and the Wah is going off. So the Dowie are really going to have to fight hard to bring this back. Yeah, we've got a group of Longbeards up against some Black Orcs with some Orc Boys having them semi-surrounded. These Goblin Rock Lobbers are trying to find targets. Looks like these Gnarly Iron Breakers have come all the way through the very center of the formation. We've got here these Orc Boy Big Guns is chasing down the Iron Drakes. Not good for the Dowie. King Lun is still fighting hard. Belagar is still fighting hard. They're exhausted. And Grimgor is starting to lose some health. But yeah, Belagar is wavering. Not good. That is very, very, very bad right now. Yeah. It just does not look good for the Dowie. And these Orc Boys are slowly wearing down the Bugman's Rangers. I mean, this is not a good engagement for them. We do have a little bit more flamethrower action going with these Iron Drakes. I think, oh no, and here comes Grimgor. Grimgor's decided there shall be no more flamethrowing. And yes, that will be the end of that. Grimgor decided flamethrowing, being covered in flames was something he did not enjoy. So he would go and kill all of the Dowie with the flamethrowers. This front line is not going very good. Looks like all the units are wavering. They are starting to all break right now. And it is just King Lun, Ironhammer, and Throny. And that is it. Yes, the Dowie have broken. I will just fast forward through this because really it is just these ethereal units that can't break. Very, very convincing victory for the Greenskins in this fight. The Dowie got through round 1, beating the Beastmen, but this army of Black Iron Battles has done very, very well in this fight, and they have managed to take this 2-0. So this is a best of 3, so all of them have been best of 3 so far, and all of them had only required 2 matches so far. All of them have been best of 3s, and all of them only required 2 matches. So we'll see how the other semi-final goes. In this match, Belagar 19, Kinglun 34, and Throne 32. Poor showing for the Miners, 2, 4, 3, and 4. Longbeards 17, 30, and 11. Longbeards with great weapons 19 and 15. Norgalings Ironbreakers 49. The Iron Drakes 2 and 34 and 37 for the Bugman's Rangers. Very convincing win here for the Greenskins. Yeah, they have 640 out of 980 remaining. 14 for Grimgor, plus he got the satisfaction of killing some Iron Drakes. 5 for the Night Goblin Shaman, 31 for the Big Boss, 31 and 66 for those Orc Boys, 76 and 42 for the Warlords Boys and the 8 Peak Loonies, 44 and 78 for the Big Guns. Very, very strong in this matchup. And the Black Orcs, of course, they are always good, 40, 52 and 80. 5 for the Rusty Errors, 37 for the Orc Boar Boy Big Guns, 23 for the Mogrubs Mangy Marauders, and 62 for that Goblin Rock Lobber. The Goblin Rock Lobber did quite well. So, unfortunately, the Dowie are knocked out in the semifinal, and the Greenskins go forward. We're going to have to watch that next fight to see if it's going to be an all-Greenskin final, which would be really disappointing on my Dowie Dwarf Focus channel, but it might be that way. So, pay attention to the next semifinal. It'll be coming right up, and I will see you soon.